Hey, this is Dracula again. This is part 2 of my Vacant pump shotgun video. If you haven't watched part 1, the reason I'm using a pump is just for challenges, getting the gold shotgun. Definitely go with the auto shotgun. This one is crap. I refer to part 1 for an explanation. Alright, at the end of part 1 I said I would explain why I used, or what perks I use. On a shotgun, I will probably use, and this is probably the worst move ever, I just jumped into like 4 guys right there. With a shotgun, you can see on the right, I use a Frag X3. Shotgun and grenades go together very well. You definitely want to use that perk. It helps a lot. Secondly, I used UAV jammer. UAV jammer is a must if the enemy has a lot of UAVs, obviously, because you're always going to be moving in close quarters to the enemy. So you always want to use the UAV jammer if possible. Stopping power is kind of redundant because if you hit the guy full on with a shotgun, it's a one-shot kill. What was I going to say? And I think I use steady aim, which is not all that helpful because I think it only helps for follow-up shots, and you really shouldn't need a follow-up shot with a shotgun. Okay, so I'm spawning, and as I said in the first video, I like to keep to this side of the map. This is where I get my best kills, looking through the windows, and also rushing through the doorway to my right, straight ahead now. And I'm just sort of hanging out. I probably shouldn't be because there's an enemy chopper. And I see him get shot. Notice I run away from him. If I run into that room, I probably get hit with those same bullets, or I become a grenade target. Because a bunch of teammates that show up on the radar shooting at people are grenade targets. And you definitely do not want to be next to them unless you're actively shooting at the enemy. If you're just going to hang out behind them, try to put some distance between you and them. And this goes for any weapon, any map. Always keep your spacing. I like to be at least about 5 seconds behind the guy. So if he gets killed, it's like recon by fire. You know exactly where the enemy is, and you can follow up and kill him. I probably should have picked up another gun there. You always want to get a secondary weapon if you're using a shotgun. I prefer an assault rifle for longer range. I switched to my pistol here because that's too far to shoot a shotgun. And I'm getting shot by the chopper, so I hunker down and wait for... and then the airstrike comes, so I have to run the fuck away. Please, if you get hit with an airstrike or you see one coming, even if you don't know where it's going, try to find cover immediately, meaning go into a building. And there's this dude. I toss a nade because I'm too far away for a good shotgun kill. And I get killed by the chopper. I run back into the room that I was just in, and the guys seem to have disappeared somehow. And I suggest never running down the middle of this room. I suggest keeping to either side. If you run down the middle, you're most likely to get spotted quickly. I hit that guy, but I was kind of far away, and I didn't get my full crosshairs on him, or he would have died. He was very close to dying. If I had stopping power on, that probably would have killed him. But like I said, it's kind of redundant. It's all about your aim with a shotgun. I would almost never use stopping power with a shotgun. I would just work on my aim, you know. If you can't hit the guy, why the fuck are you going to use stopping power? So I'm hanging out. Notice I'm keeping my distance from the guys ahead of me, because this room ahead of me is a frequent nade spam target for enemies coming up that hallway. I'm just hanging out behind the pole. I probably should have moved by now. I'm looking around for another gun rather than my Desert Eagle. There's not much going on, so I'm gonna move. I'm gonna go through here. I'm going to switch to my pistol. No, I'm not. I should have switched to my pistol right there. But I'm going to rush through here. I'm going to hang out, and I usually hang out for a few seconds and I wait to see if anyone pops up on my radar. And they do. He's over by that door. I cook a nade and I throw it. Bang, he's dead. I like to hang out for about, I don't know, 10 seconds and wait for a UAV or wait for something. And I just missed his head on that one. Oh, and as I mentioned in part 1, it doesn't matter if you get a headshot with a shotgun. Anywhere you shoot him is going to be a one-shot kill. There's no damage modifiers on a shotgun, on either shotgun. I switched to my pistol because I'm out of range for shotguns. Well, I'm not out of range technically according to the game, but there's a large spread for these shotgun pellets, and it's very difficult to kill someone at this range. Your pellets will keep traveling. Eventually they start out doing 40 damage on the pump, 30 damage on the auto. And as they go longer range, if you even hit a guy at long range, which I've done before, it's only going to do 10 damage, which is useless. I like to pick up a second gun. I should have picked up the MP5 there, or the G36C. They toss smoke, so they're going to be rushing this area, so I'm going to rush at them. And I got one kill. And I figure, if I see a guy, I know if I'm going to get killed afterwards, go for it. A 1-to-1 kill ratio is just fine. And anything more than that is gravy, in my philosophy. That was a bad nade there. There's a guy rushing. One of my teammates is going through there, so obviously there's no enemy's going to be there, and or if there is, he's probably going to kill them first, so it's a wasted nade. Then again, if you have the 3x frag perk, don't be frugal with your nades. If you die with a nade and you still have 1 or 2, it's a waste. I like to spam randomly at least one of them, and then use the other 2 for precision nading. And I really shouldn't run up the middle of this. I'm using my radar. I see there are none of my teammates in this room, so I run out. I keep to the sides, so I'm in cover. There's an airstrike coming, and I run into the building. I'm just running around now. I'm not going to walk into the airstrike. I'm hanging out behind the door. There's only 47 seconds left in this match. That was a damn good nade right there. So now, I'm not going to be very cautious because there's only 33 seconds left to go. So I'm just going to rush around and try to get a couple more kills before I die, before the match ends. And that's the great thing about a shotgun. You can jump around a corner and just spray, or not spray, but just shoot for an area you know the guy's going to be. He's hiding in the corner there. Just hit him. Even if you hit him with 2 pellets, it's probably enough to finish him off. And by the way, the shotguns, they shoot 8 pellets. Usually you hit a guy, when you do get a decent hit, you probably hit him with 5 or 6 or more. And that's the end of this video. We got beaten pretty badly. I think my score was 26-20, and I was second on my team. And I will see you in my other video.